glorified jobbers.
Hello!
Ooh.
We are the glorified jobbers. I'm joined by Blue Meanie.
Oh!
Can I get a Meanie truffle shuffle?
He sort of did this, didn't he, man?
Yeah, I like that. I'm the one-man gang. And we're joined by... On today's topic...
So, I've been thinking, right? Jinder Mahal is #1 contender.
Yes!
Yes. It's a thing that's happening. A guy who no one thought would ever do anything is #1 contender for the WWE Championship. So it got me thinking, who is the most underutilized superstar in the WWE roster today? Now, go on, you go first. Lay it on me. Lay
Lay it on me.
I'd just like to say Heath Slater.
Mm,
It's very underrated.
he is.
The reason being is...
Because he lost the other two to his three-man band.
He did lose
And one of them is getting a WWE championship.
before he is.
Yeah.
Maharaj. But he's very good on the mic. He's got charisma. He can... In a story, he leads it. Without, when there's other people in it, he's the main guy.
He does.
And WWE are not using that.
Yeah,
He's gone to Raw now, and he's going to.
when they bother
ruined.
to use him, he does really well.
Yeah.
The when he kept getting beat by legends up to Raw 1000.
Yeah.
Tag team of Rhino. Like when they actually bother to use him, he does really well.
They just so good.
They just don't bother to use him.
I know, and then he's gone on to Raw now, and it's just.
Is he still tagged with Rhino?
Technically, yeah.
Shout out to Republicans.
Is that what they're called?
Is that what you're going with?
No, he's a Republican.
He's just a Republican.
Yeah. Luke, not Luke. Luke, who do you think?
Not Luke. Luke.
I'm looking at you, Luke. Really, I'm talking to you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I would like to say Coffee, but he's got quite a push lately.
Yes.
I wouldn't say a push as a single
broken
star.
ankle. Yeah.
I wouldn't say push as a single star, but he's obviously not as a single star, but he's got a push. I would rather see him pushed as a single star. I think he has always been underused, apart from the one time he had a little feud with Randy.
Yeah.
With Dandy Randy, and he got a little bit peed off of him in the ring.
Randall Orton.
Yeah, so like Keith got annoyed, and then like after that, his whole push was like on a hold for God knows how long.
Kofi's great. Kofi's really good.
Kofi's awesome.
Kofi is very good.
Kofi's awesome.
He's really good, Kofi. But with the just my quick question to you. Now he's with Xavier and Big E. Do you think he's the third wheel now in that faction?
Oh no, Xavier's totally the third wheel.
Do you think so?
Oh,
I think Xavier's the guy that's
'Cause
holding
Xavier-
them together, and then it's
Oh,
Big E.
I think he's-
Then it's Big E, and
He
then
is.
it's Kofi.
But the way that they've got that faction was like he needs them more than they need him. So
Here's
like,
a question:
they're holding the.
who's the most underutilized in the New Day? Is it Big E, who's clearly a capable dude, could go very far? Kofi, who's clearly a capable dude, who could go very far, or Woods, who's super underrated and probably could do stuff if he was. He's never been given really.
That's a good question, man.
Who's
Do you remember Consequences Creed?
I do remember Consequences Creed. Shout out to TNA.
So I believe he could.
He's
definitely
good,
could.
and he's charismatic, and he's flipping funny, and like when he's like you said, I think he's the guy who holds New Day together in a lot of ways.
And we all know he's got the moves.
Yeah, like
does.
when he does the drop kick thing, and then he just like flips and stuff. Yeah, that's definitely what you're referencing there.
I think Big E.
Big E could go very far,
I think Kofi. I think
all of the way.
I think it's
Weird look you
unfair.
looked at me there.
I just think it's unfair that Kofi is at this point in his career, and he still has not pushed the boundaries.
How many singles titles has he held?
Intercontinental and United States.
How many times did he hold them once?
I think he's held the Intercontinental like 3-4 times.
Has he
Yeah.
held the United States?
No, he's held the
He hasn't
Intercontinental.
He hasn't held the United.
Yeah, he has. He's been United States champion. He's been Intercontinental. Like apparently, like he's won like the most championships on.
Oh, he's got the
roster.
longest championship reigns. Yeah, if you add them all together, he's got long.
Including the SAGs.
Yeah, if you add together all of
Because he's
his,
been Intercontinental Champion a few times.
if
He's
you
been
add
United
together
States
all of his
champion.
reigns,
I can't remember him being United
I remember him
States
being
champ.
United States champion. This when that's before he switched to the.
he
Oh.
He's when he
he's
was wearing the
kind of
briefs.
like this generation's Mr. Perfect in a lot of ways. Like he's really good, but
Yeah,
he just
you're
never
so
got-
right.
he never quite got to the
Yeah,
top.
you're so
But
right.
he was there and he was good enough. But like, like whenever he was asked to do something, he was really good. But like, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I think all three of the people in the New Day are really underutilized in a lot of ways.
But my main guy is Samuel.
Oh,
agree.
no,
Samuel-
no, sorry.
Let's-
Samuel Veiny Zany.
Let's let Jason rain on our parade before we continue
No,
to rain.
I'm not raining on your parade.
Before we continue to
I'm not
parade.
raining on your parade. I like Sammy, but I do actually think there's a reason why they're doing this. Is he is going to get a massive push soon, and he will get that title one day. I think maybe
Yeah.
next year. I do think that.
Sure, but is he underutilized right now?
No, because it's obviously a storyline that's building. Like
Okay,
he's
that's
the
it,
broken down guy. He just keeps getting beaten, and then obviously they're going to build it to something. So he is.
But we all
he's
know
not.
how good the WWE are at building things. So
They're great. They build stuff all the time. Oh wait, like Roman Reigns.
Like Great Balls of Fire.
Oh god, I'm so excited for that name.
I can't wait for that.
I just want Braun Strowman to shout it
A Great Balls of Fire, I'm gonna break you.
or something along those lines.
Sonic Boom.
This thing with Sammy, right? Sammy is one of the best in-ring performers in that company.
Yeah.
That dude sells.
Yeah.
Like, he could make any move you do to him look like it's just career-threatening.
I don't, to be honest, I don't think he should be even named in this. To be honest, because I think I don't
fair
think
enough.
they're using him right in a way.
Do you think? Let's ask the people.
Okay, he did lose against Jinder Mahal the other day, but clean. Well, not clean, actually.
Which is always wrong.
but
Did
please let Jinder Mahal win that.
people at
title.
home, do you think Sami Zayn is underutilized? Let us know in the comments below, and also obviously who you think your most underutilized person in WWE is. I agree. I think
Who
Sami
do you
Zayn.
think, Charlie?
There's a few people. I think Xavier Woods is one of them. I think there's quite a few people who are underutilized, and the fact is that they've got very large rosters at the moment, which means, just by definition, there will be people who aren't used in the way they should be.
I mean, this is why they split
Ascension.
they split the rosters. That's just why they did the brand split again.
Yeah.
And people are still getting
Yeah.
underutilized.
Well, they did the brand split, and then they got a load of people in, and then it was like,
And now they're back in the
okay.
same position
and then
that
they,
they
and then
were.
they flooded NXT superstars into the mix, and it's like,
It's like, oh, we got too much now.
There's a
Let's
few-
make two. It's
there's a few people. I
don't know.
think I wouldn't say she's underutilized, but I think Sasha's being used in the wrong way. I think she needs to be a
Definitely.
heel. She needs to be a heel.
Definitely.
She's
I can agree to that.
bloody amazing as a heel. Mickey James is basically doing nothing. Who else? Ty Dillinger is fantastic.
Oh, actually, he's come onto SmackDown and I'm thinking, I can see you being jobbed up soon.
Who, Dillinger?
Yeah.
He is. He's really good. He's really good, and he deserves.
He's going to be what?
Jobbed up soon. Like,
I can see it.
He's
I can
really
see
good. He's really good in the ring.
It's going to be like
he's really
gonna be the
charismatic.
new Maven.
And he's been in developmental for bloody ages.
can I just say something?
Go on.
I still don't see. I don't see it with Ty Dillinger.
I know you never have. You never
I've
have. To be
never
fair,
seen
you've
it.
never seen it. I know that we've had conversations.
There's
about
a
this
reason.
before.
I don't know why you fans 10 this up 10. So also this really annoys me. I just got to quickly go for the job. When they're doing a 10 count now, I just hit 10 every time now, and it annoys me because I want to hear 1,
You're very much Vince McMahon.
2, 3.
What-
All I hear now is 10. 10, and I'm like, what's going on?
Jace
what's
is very
the
much
number?
the mark in our group.
I'm Super Mark.
He's
Sorry.
big into WWE, and so when something popular comes along, he
It
wants
just
to kill
annoys
it.
me.
He wants to kill it.
Yes.
I
It's annoying. It don't work. It's annoying when he's doing punches. He's like, oh, what number is he on? He's done 10 already. Oh no, he's not. Oh.
do you
Everyone loses count. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
no, I just. Oh.
Half an hour later, you're still hitting him. Like,
Yeah.
oh, 10
Like, wait, 7. Oh, I've lost count again.
I
1.
can't do this. I can't do this. It annoys me.
Do you find what chants annoying?
Watch. No, I didn't actually. But
Even though they infected everything.
no, I did. I was even doing it as well.
This is what I mean. It's
What?
a weird one. I think
What?
that Ty Dillinger
What?
is super capable.
What?
but he's really over, and his
What?
gimmick is really on point,
What?
even if you don't think
But
it is.
where are you gonna see? Where is this going? Where do you see this going? This
As far as it
10.
can go, he can be a champion.
No way.
He can. He genuinely
no
can.
way.
I think he could be a 10-time champion.
He
Oh,
reminds.
well done.
He
Well
reminds.
done. You know, I've just realised
When Tyler Breeze was
I
coming
could
up,
see that coming.
when
now.
Tyler Breeze was coming up, I adored Tyler Breeze in NXT, and I was like, I couldn't see him ever get into a championship. I could see him
Yeah.
having a very middling, good God WWE career, but never a champion. Ty Dillinger could go all the flipping way. I don't think he's an AJ Styles
I can't
caliber
see
person
it.
by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm telling you that I
But
can't see it.
he's super over.
No.
He has a chant which has infected the entire WWE universe. Like, what more do you want from a guy?
I can't see it, man. I just can't see it. I just
So
can't
you're
see
telling
where
me-
this is going.
So you're telling me you can't see him
this,
being
I
an underdog
actually
winner?
think this will die out. This 10 thing.
I don't think it will.
Remember.
I think Vince would kill
the
it.
first of this. I'm joking. Remember, I've
First of
seen
November.
quite a few. Is it 1st November?
Yeah.
Oh crap! I remember loads of superstars that have had this big hype and their big kind of chants and like all that sort of stuff, and it has died out. I don't know. Like, I'm in between you two when it comes to Ty Dillinger. I'm not completely hopeless for him. I don't think he's like. He has not like, I don't not see him, but at the same time, like, I don't know how. I'm not really like. I'm not sure on where he's gonna be. Like, I don't know where he's gonna be.
I agree.
When I say
I agree.
title,
I think he could, but he would have to change a little something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
A little something.
But
That's
I
it.
agree. I
But
agree
the,
with
the
that.
gimmick
Develop
can
more.
I
stay.
agree
he
with
certainly
that.
needs to
Something
develop
has to
more.
change.
In the same way that I think someone like I don't know, Ascension or a lot of the NXT superstars, they've come up too early. And they haven't fully developed their characters and all their.
Yeah, but the thing
everything
is,
yet.
Charles, right?
Like, he's got the basics of a character down to the point where his whole gimmick is super over. But he needs. When you say change it up, I do agree with you. I think he needs to
Charles.
evolve. But you're telling me now you
sorry.
cannot see him winning a title as a babyface underdog.
Oh,
and
he,
everyone
I'm
chanting
sorry.
10,
he
10,
will
10,
win.
10.
He'll win the fucking.
You can't. You're
he'll
telling
win
me you
the
can't see
US
that.
title.
You're telling me
he will win it.
No. You're telling me you can't see it.
well,
Maybe he will.
Campbell.
Yeah, he probably will. But you're telling me you couldn't. see
Every
that
time
happening.
listen,
just like-
it's
that's just
bad.
like-
It's bad that I do so, but every time it comes to a new superstar now, I just think of them like how I thought. Like, no, I look back at them like how the careers of CM Punk and Daniel Bryan come up, like how they changed, like how CM Punk became the voice of the voiceless just from the straight edge.
Yes.
The straight edge superstar.
And then heel voice for the voices.
Yeah,
Great.
so it's like, you see how at one point CM Punk was just like that guy that everyone loved, and then he, like, at those points there, it's like I saw him as a good star, but I couldn't see him as
Well, that's
a
the thing.
WWE
He's come up
champion.
He's come up as
But
a.
then now I literally can't think back and say there is a run that I've watched, that I've been present and watched, that I preferred more than CM Punk's
Yeah, I
run
agree.
as the
I agree with
WWE champion.
I agree with that.
So it's like, I have to think of it like I know, like, that's why I keep on saying is like CM Punk, his character was so like, it came from like a normal like gimmick to a realistic person, like a real person, and I think those are what getting really over, right? Like that's how you get me over.
Well,
It's like
'cause-
you have a gimmick, but you're a real person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So the
Daniel
perfect
Bryan
10
became a real person.
Yeah.
But he took the gimmick and made something real out of it.
Yeah.
John Cena became real. Like he took this rapping, you can't see me gimmick and became a real person. But you still have the gimmick
Yeah.
behind you. So it's like, right now I don't see much from him, but I know that if you just tweak it a little bit,
Yeah, I agree. Because he
it can be something.
The original gimmick was a heel thing. Like, oh, I'm the perfect 10. It's like a show-offy thing. And then just naturally it got over because he changed it slightly in NXT. And that's good. That's what you want to see. And he's not going to get to the top without changing. He has to do that. He has to develop. He has to grow. But I can genuinely see it happening. I don't think
He's
it
been
would...
there for 10 years, Charles.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been
so
there for 10
so
years,
there's clearly
so-
something there. Because they would have got a shot of him if he did.
Yeah,
They
but-
weren't. Well, he left WWE for a short while. But, like... there's clearly something there, and I think he has the ability to go up to a champion. It wouldn't be like a permanent main event slot.
He's a mid-card. He's a mid-carder.
He wouldn't be a permanent main event slot by anything. I'm not
Remember
saying
when
he's a
CM
Daniel
Punk?
Bryan or a CM
Remember when
Punk.
CM Punk teamed up with the DX, and who else did he team up with? I think somebody, the DX and someone else
Was it Kofi?
in Survivor.
Yeah, it was
It wasn't Kofi. It wasn't Kofi. Kofi hadn't. Could have been Kofi.
I can't remember, but I know what you're talking
In
about.
Survivor Series.
If
Then,
DX
did you see him as a main eventer?
This is what I'm saying. DX, if he was teaming up with DX now, would they be chanting DX stuff or would they be chanting 10
See-
when he comes in the ring? Like, the point is that he has something there and there's the potential to go. He, like I say, he really would not be. He's not Daniel Bryan. He's not CM Punk. He would not be a permanent main eventer, at least not in my mind right now. But I could see him winning a title. But that's beside the point. Someone else I think is super underutilized. Dean Ambrose. That man, at one point, was the most over person in the entire roster. He had it in his hand. He had it in his grasp. And WWE kind of killed it to try and push Roman Reigns further.
Killed him badly.
And now look at him.
I hate Dean
I
Ambrose
enjoy
now.
goofy comedy as much as the next person, but
sorry.
here's a guy who had the potential. I'm not going to call him the next Stone Cold, but he certainly had a vibe about him which could work in that sort of sense. And yet they destroyed that. They utterly and completely annihilated that.
Destroyed him.
And then not only that, The Miz had this amazing run as Intercontinental Champion, and then they gave it to Ambrose, and then they killed the title and him. It's like Ambrose is really sympathetic because he looks completely and utterly normal. He could not look more like a bloke you would see in Poundland if he tried. Like, he just does. And yet he's really charismatic. He's great in the ring. He's willing to do stupid things which can get him over.
Yeah.
Like,
Flower
he's...
pots.
But they give him they push him too far into the goofy side, which isn't a bad thing because you look at like Stone Cold Goofy was great, but that was when he was a heel. Like happy-go-lucky babyface Goofy doesn't quite work as well. Like it can, but it
When he's a
certainly doesn't.
heel, though, he is amazing. Not like the goofy heels, whatever. When he's a heel, how good is he?
Dean.
Yeah.
Dean hasn't been a heel since Shield.
No, but back in his NXT days, not
Oh,
NXT.
yeah.
What was it called?
FCW.
Thank you.
CW days. Oh, okay. Right.
Those ones. When he remember that Mick Foley thing he had
Yeah, that was
in
great.
FCW.
That was great.
He was like amazing in that. He was calling out Mick Foley every week and everything.
He's super
so good,
underutilized.
man. But
He's a guy who could have had it all and they ruined it for someone
Could have
else.
Been the very best.
Like no one ever was.
Well, it's too bad now.
But he's super underutilized, big time. He's a guy.
he's big, isn't
He's just big.
he? I don't know why I said that.
It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like WrestleMania 22.
Yeah.
He was in what you could have called a main event with a main event star, Brock Lesnar. And then this year, he's in the freaking opening to the show.
Exactly.
Like
in the
he
pre-show.
wasn't even on the main Mania. Like that is ridiculous, and I was hurt to even see that. I was
Also,
like,
I'm gonna.
a few months back, you were champion, and now you're on the pre-show. What the hell?
Now the IC title was on the pre-show.
IC title is so horrible now.
They don't know what to do with themselves.
It's terrible, that IC title. It's supposed to be like one of the best titles, but it's just it's horrible now. Bray Wyatt, I would even say as well.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, they screwed that one up.
They've
didn't they?
screwed him up so much
I
now.
don't know why he's on Raw.
He's just,
Because they needed.
you
to
know
trade
what, as
Big
well,
Vinny.
right? Why wasn't Bray the guy to end Undertaker?
I don't know.
How good would have that been?
Yep.
And him ending the Undertaker.
No, because Roman Reigns had to do it.
It's just Bray Wyatt, right?
He's
got the potential to be the top heel in WWE.
He really does.
I agree. That's my thought. I don't know.
And a
about you.
top babyface. He could be both. The character is good enough and where it can
It's
switch
just
with tiny mannerism changes.
Exactly.
Like the character is good enough to be a main event, either heel or face. And
Definitely.
the guy behind it is good enough to change it and good enough to do everything with it. But WWE just continuously again
Why?
too goofy.
Why give that title to Randy Orton? I just don't understand it, man. That WWE title.
I was. No one was more angry than me when Orton won that match. I was so pissed off. like beyond belief. I was so pissed.
I'm
off.
gonna say
I
this
didn't
now.
even want to watch the rest of
I'm
the show.
gonna say,
after that.
I'm sorry, a lot of people might disagree. Randy's got to go now. He's got to go.
It's not he has to go. It's like
he should
No.
be in the main event picture.
no, he should.
he's-
Exactly, he shouldn't.
he shouldn't be around.
When they first did the draft, I was like, John Cena, Randy on SmackDown. This is good. They can slowly fall down the card and put people over.
Exactly.
Like that's a really good way
like
to do
Jericho
it.
does.
Yeah, exactly.
Jericho
exactly.
does it. Jericho is the man.
Jericho, he just he made Kevin Owens in a lot of ways. Like Kevin Owens is great enough to make himself, but like that partnership was incredible because Jericho put in a lot of work with it as well as Kevin Owens. Like Randy is just sitting around the main event because he's Randy Orton.
It's just give it up, man. Give it up. No one cares about you.
It's not give it up. It's like I don't. You know, it's weird because I was thinking this the other day. Like no, I've been thinking this for a while. It's weird. Like I think I've said this on the show before. It's because right now we're on the like. It's never been like this before. Not in years where it's like this whole roster full of new guys. Like it's always been like one or two new really over person among the guys. Like so it was always your Triple H, your Undertaker, your maybe Lesnar. You could throw that out there, but it was always those names. Like I remember like me watching it was practically the same guys from Attitude Era, just with some new faces.
Yeah.
So you always had those guys to hold it up. But now we're in this era where everything is practically new now.
I know.
Like the whole roster is new. If
Why
you
they
look
called
at the
it now?
guys, if you look at the guys who are on the top of the show now, 3-4 years ago, weren't even in the WWE.
Exactly.
So
It's true.
it's like.
It's
like they don't even know how. It's like the Wild West. They don't know what to do with themselves right now because they have these guys that they feel like, oh, they're still the stars, but like we want to see these guys, and they feel like these guys can't pull in. Like some of the older fans,
It's
they
like-
would
it's like
rather
the-
stay and see the people that they
Right,
know. So
yeah.
it's like, oh, let's put Randy as a champion because he's still good, and he like viewers from the like. It's crazy, but not a lot of like anyone out of wrestling won't maybe not know who Seth Rollins is right now or Kevin Owens is.
The thing
right now.
is you put money on them, you push them so they know, and that's what they did at the beginning of the Attitude Era. They had like people hanging over from like Bret Hart and people like that who were over in the previous eras and were still just sort of hanging around and doing stuff. But then you had people like Rock and Stone Cold who were pushed like smartly. They weren't like Roman Reigns was catapulted to the top of the card like in lightning times pace, and it was just like not good. Like I was watching an IC title match between The Rock and Stone Cold from before they even got to the World Championship. I'm like, flipping heck. Think about that. Like that just doesn't happen. Like now,
It
they pick their guys and they shove them to the top. They need to learn to build things slowly and rely on the young people. Don't look at Randy and go, oh, Randy's a big name who people know. He'll draw.
but that's what they're
the
doing.
people
That's
who
what
he's
they're doing.
drawing are the
Because-
amount you're getting
because-
now. That's why it's going down.
Because
Yeah.
the people that used to watch the show would be like, oh, Randy Orton's champion again, whereas we are like, nah, screw that. We want Bray. But it's
the last people I will say is underutilized. Just the entire cruiserweight division. Please.
Can I just say, please put a tag team division in the cruiserweight division.
Or something.
Something,
There's
because
so many good
you
people
think about
in
it, you
there.
think, what are they fighting for? If they're not in the title picture, what are they fighting for?
Alicia
then?
Fox.
No,
She's the
it's-
mid-card
she's-
title for the
she's
flipping
literally-
cruiserweight
it's
division.
true. She's
Cedric Alexander
she's
held her.
so true.
Noam Dar's held her. Rich Swann was trying to earn her. She is the mid-card
It's
title.
so true.
She
It's
is
so
the
true.
Intercontinental
It's-
title for the cruiserweight
It's just
division.
madness. It's
They
madness.
need to do something because there's a lot of guys in there who are super talented and they're just not getting a chance. Like you're spreading them across Raw, 205 Live, and Main Event. Like I click on Main Event and I see flipping Grand Metalik, and I'm like, this dude is an unbelievably good luchador, and he's on Main Bloody Event. What's he doing there? What can
Why
he
do you
do
watch
with
your
that
Main
situation?
Event?
You know what they need to
Because
do?
Grand Metalik's there, and I love that man.
You know what they, I keep saying this, you know what they need? A nice little piece of competition. That's what they need. They need someone to rival their company and shake them up a bit.
No.
And then put them in, like, yo.
And what scares
you're
me
the
as
one
well,
that rely-
and what scares me as well, there's a UK one coming soon as well. UK
Which is-
05 Live, whatever it's called.
which is great, and I'm super excited to
Oh
see
my
UK guys
God,
get
but
on the
it's gonna
bigger
be
stage.
horrible.
But
It's going to be horrible.
I've got faith it'll be alright. But
No.
if it's just NXT, I'm 100% okay with that. But because they did brilliantly.
No, it's
with
got its
NXT.
own. It's going to have its own.
No, but that's what I mean. If
Yeah.
they do NXT again, that's fantastic. If they
Yeah.
do 205 Live, which they can't due to logistics, then I've got a
Mm.
problem. But like 205 Live is terrible for mainly the crowd and other stuff like that.
Mm.
But like, just Lindsay Dorado, no, like Grand Metalik, no. The entire cruiserweight division, they have
Yeah.
something that could potentially be like super exciting, super
Exactly,
energetic. They've
exactly.
got a load of really good, smart workers in there who are
Yes.
super capable, and
Yes.
then they have them fight over Alicia Fox. Like,
Tell
guys,
you
just
what,
do
Alicia
something.
Fox, I would fight over her. Let me tell you.
Just-
It doesn't-
Just do something with
Fight
that.
me over some of
quickly,
Alicia Fox.
quickly. Final. In the women's division, who do you think? I know we said Mickey James.
Mickey
Anyone
James. I think
else?
Sasha.
I would say Carmella a little bit as well.
Yeah, she's not that good though. In the ring,
Oh, in the ring, yeah.
she's decent talker. She's not a bad talker. To be
I just
fair
think
to her, but-
I just think Sasha Banks. She's
Sasha as well.
she's
so,
sitting
yeah.
around.
And that's
She's
it,
just
yeah.
sitting around. Like, oh, my best friend was the champion,
She
and
needs to
now
be
she's
heel
not
again.
When
the
is she going to
champion.
turn? No, that's obviously she's turning at some point.
Let me think. Who's actually in the women's division right now? Let me think through. There must be someone who's super underutilized.
I can't. No one else really is there.
Not really. I think they're all working. I think those are the two.
Yeah.
Like Mickey James is being underused just because she's literally just there,
Mm.
which is what Randy should be. Just there to
Just
have
there, yeah.
random feuds to put other people over. But
Exactly.
oh, Randy Orton's the WWE champion.
Oh my God, please, Jinder, please take that title.
The
off of him.
WWE
Please.
champions right now are Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. They graduated from OVW in 2002.
Oh,
They've been it for over 15 years and they're the
Oh,
champions.
God, please.
What a time to be alive!
Kill me now.
What a
Kill me
time to
now.
be alive.
Anyway.
Oh, wait, I didn't even know there was a United States champion. I mean, Universal Championship.
Yeah, exactly. You
Hey,
want to talk about what's underutilized?
That title's being defended like Great Balls of Fire, for God's sake. Have some respect.
You want to talk about what's underutilized? Try the Universal Championship. Underutilized.
That's the one I feel
it's
sorry for.
never
the most.
there.
That's the one I feel sorry for the most. Anyway, thanks again for watching the Glorified Jobbers. We'll be back next week with some other hot topics.
If you're interested in NXT,
Don't forget
me and
to
James,
watch
we
his-
did click on.
What do you call it? You call it a good. have you heard of-
Who's next?
Who's next? That's so good.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Click
Don't
on-
forget to check out Instagram and everything, and see you soon on the Glorified Jobbers.